What is vapor lock on a boat? Have you ever tried to start your boat after a long run, only to find it just won't cooperate? You might be dealing with a condition known as vapor lock. So, what exactly is vapor lock on a boat? It occurs when the fuel in your boat's fuel system, usually gasoline, turns from liquid into vapor due to excessive heat. This can disrupt the delivery of fuel to your engine, leading to frustrating starting issues. Vapor lock happens when the fuel boils inside the fuel lines, fuel pump, or carburetor float bowl. This is especially common in boats because they often have confined or poorly ventilated engine compartments. When the engine runs, it generates a lot of heat. If the fuel lines or fuel pump are too close to hot engine parts or exhaust components, that heat can cause the fuel to vaporize. You are more likely to experience vapor lock after running your engine at high power for a long time and then shutting it down. This allows heat to build up in the engine compartment. Small engine rooms with limited airflow trap heat around the fuel system, making the problem worse. Additionally, if you are using ethanol-blended fuels, you might be at an even higher risk. Ethanol has a higher vapor pressure and evaporates more readily, which can lead to vapor lock. So, how can you tell if you are facing vapor lock? Look out for difficulty starting the engine after it has been running and then shut down. The engine might start and idle briefly but then stall. You may need to try multiple times before the engine runs normally again. If you notice engine stalling, rough running, or hesitation during acceleration, those are also signs of vapor lock. When vapor lock occurs, the fuel pump cannot deliver the necessary liquid fuel to the engine. Since gasoline engines need a precise air-fuel mixture, the presence of vapor disrupts this balance, causing the engine to stall or run poorly. To tackle vapor lock, there are several practical steps you can take. First, allow the engine compartment to cool before trying to restart the engine after a run. Improving ventilation in the engine room can also help. Open hatches or consider installing fans to reduce heat buildup. Another tip is to avoid shutting the engine down immediately after high-speed runs. Instead, let it idle for several minutes to allow temperatures to drop. Rerouting fuel lines away from hot engine parts or using insulated fuel lines can also reduce heat transfer. If vapor lock is a recurring problem, you might want to avoid using ethanol-blended fuels altogether. Lastly, when cranking the engine after it has cooled, press the accelerator slightly to help clear vapor from the fuel system. By managing engine compartment heat, adjusting fuel line routing, and being mindful of fuel types, you can effectively prevent and resolve vapor lock issues on your boat.